Hey, you over there. Hey. Get in. I'm talking to you, baby. Anyway, welcome back to another legendary video. MK Squad, baby. Keaton and Kiana. This you already know by the title below. Part 2. So make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell them subscribe, baby. Tell them subscribe. Cause that's what we doing over here. So y'all already know we gonna get into the video. We ain't gonna waste no time. You gonna get our reaction and comment down below for more videos y'all want us to react to, cause we sure will be on the top of the Mook legendary videos all day, every day. So if you ain't subscribed and you got this far in the video, please subscribe. Give us a big thumbs up. We're gonna keep giving y'all this legendary content. Right, baby? Oh, baby, look, they up there, baby, look. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
See that word.
수상자는 방탄소년단.
After Blood, Sweat, and Tears, they were on a roll. BTS was unstoppable.
Like
In
BTS,
February of 2017, they released the instant hit Spring Day, which, quoting a Korean reviewer, embodied nostalgia and sorrow and opened a new chapter in BTS's aesthetics and lyricism and attracted fans across generational boundaries. Which, by the way, is still on Korean charts after nearly 4 years. And the same day I'm writing this, it ranked number 53.
That's legendary, baby. That's legendary.
After the release of
After
Spring Day,
4 or
they
5
went on
years,
yet another tour, the 2017 BTS Live Trilogy, Episode 3, The Wings Tour. The tickets sold out within minutes, including in the United States, the first K-pop artist to do so, and went on to win Best Social Artist at the Billboard Music Awards. The first for a Korean artist, but they would go on to win this award 4 years in a row. The next year was a period of massive growth for both the group's popularity as well as their style. They released the Love Yourself series, starting with Love Yourself Her in September of 2017, Love Yourself Tear in May of 2018, and Love Yourself Answer in August of 2018. 3 albums that gave us some of the most classic BTS songs that we know and love today.
I like how they got the albums where they try to promote loving yourself, you know, peace, positivity, all that type of stuff. So I'm digging it. I think Keaton digging it too. You feel me? You digging it? Yeah, he digging it.
Such as Mic Drop, Fake Love, Euphoria, Idol,
Need a
We gotta
freelancer?
add.
Go to Fiverr.com and find one in seconds. Or don't go to Fiverr and waste your time searching.
Hey,
and of course,
hey.
all 3 albums were commercial successes, Her being their first album to top 2 million album sales. But
Dang.
Tear and Answer also did equally well. These 3 albums, as well as their Japanese album, Face Yourself, proved that they weren't done yet, not even close. During this time, they shattered countless records. Their singles went platinum, they topped charts, they won awards. And not only did they break YouTube records, but they broke records that they themselves set again and again and again.
Legendary.
Where BTS really started enjoying global recognition,
Hey,
working
choreography.
with huge Western artists such as Nicki
Hey, they
Minaj,
on beat.
Designer, and Steve Aoki.
Oh,
It wasn't
Designer?
the first time having international features on their songs, but it was definitely the biggest. And even though they were already, without a doubt, the biggest act to ever come out of South Korea, they had their eyes set even higher. They went on tour once again for the Love Yourself World Tour. During this tour, they collaborated with Steve Aoki to make the song Wasted on You.
You like it? I like it too. Hey.
Notable for being their first all-English feature, and it also served as a jumping-off point for BTS to gain a following of English speakers.
True.
Not that they really needed that.
That was a smart
as they sold out
marketing move.
concerts even in the US leg of the tour, including at Citi Field in Queens, New York, where tickets sold out in 20 minutes. And, as if that wasn't enough, they dropped the movie in November, Burn the Stage, which in the US alone grossed $3.54 million in the first weekend,
Dang.
breaking the record set by One Direction's movie, This Is Us. In September, RM had the unique opportunity to speak at the United Nations, where he spoke of anti-violence and self-love. 2 years later, later,
Yeah,
he
baby.
offered to speak on his
That's the
second engagement
English
about
speaker. He
persistence
trained.
and hope.
I know. So far as I'm learning, guys, Kim speaks the English and he teaches them how to speak the English in the BTS group.
Face of challenges. And to top it all off, in October, the president of South Korea awarded every member of BTS the 5th class Hwangwon Order of Cultural Merit for outstanding meritorious services in the field of culture and art, which is one of the highest South Korean orders of merit one can receive. And that's no exaggeration.
Babe, the video
2019
right
estimates
here.
put BTS's contribution to the South Korean economy to the tune of $4.65 billion each year, an equivalent to 0.3% of the country's GDP. They were the youngest to ever receive the honor. 2019, BTS invited to the Grammys, Time Magazine, Billboard. BTS entered a new era. Not an era of simply global recognition, but global dominance. April 12th, 2019, enter Map of the Soul Persona. First things first, you can't mention Map of the Soul Persona without mentioning Boy With Love. It was simple math. What do you get when you cross the singer of one of the best charting songs of all time that went platinum 59 times in 13 different countries with, without a question, the most globally dominant pop group of all time? Well, you get this.
Hey.
Nothing less than an instant hit. Number 8 on Billboard Hot 100. Platinum in the US. 21 music show wins. Number 1 on iTunes in 67 different countries. The most liked and the most viewed YouTube video in the first 24 hours.
Dang.
The fastest video to reach 100 million views. A current view count of over 1 billion views.
Dang.
7 boys, 1 girl, and 7 different hair colors. They were the talk of the town, invited to talk show after talk show after talk show. The second single on the album was Make It Right. Written by Ed Sheeran himself, including a version featuring Loud. The album debuted at number 1 on Gaon and sold 3.2 million copies its first month, and that's only in Korea. It became the best-selling album in South Korea ever. It swept every major Korean music show, winning Album of the Year in each one of them. They followed up this legendary EP with the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself World Tour, where they sold out both the Rose Bowl and the Wembley Stadium in only an hour, the only non-English speaking act to do so. They even performed as a solo act in
I like how their music lines up, like it tells a story in order. So like loving a girl and making it right, so you could assume that something went wrong. So I like that. I like that.
Saudi Arabia, the first foreign act to do that. The last stop of their tour
It's not all
was
over
at
the
South
place
Korea's
with their
largest
music.
venue, the Seoul Olympic Stadium. They ended up grossing $200 million. During this time, they also created a visual novel-style game for mobile devices called BTS World, where the player can interact with the members. This also came with an original soundtrack with tracks unique to the game, featuring Western artists. Zara Larson,
That's smart to
Lily
interact
XCX,
with their
and Juice
fans.
WRLD for the
That
tracks
app.
A Brand New Day, Dream Glow,
I
and
didn't know
All Night,
Juice WRLD
respectively.
got
In
Juice
December
WRLD.
2019, the group swept the grand prizes for both the Melon and Mnet Music Award shows, the first artist to do that. Map of the Soul Persona was legendary, truly a marvel in modern music. So, how could BTS follow up the best-selling album in South Korean history, you may ask? Easy. Make an even better-selling album.
Of course.
And that's what they did with Map of the Soul 7. The album was released on February 21st of 2020, featuring the singles Black Swan and On.
Hey. Oh.
And sold over 4.1
Hey.
million albums in just the first week. And the first
Hey.
Korean album to be certified as quadruple million on the Gaon Music Chart.
That gotta be a
It debuted
soul
at
al-
number
that
one
is
on
a
music
soul al-
charts
you could
all
tell
over
it's a
the
soul
world,
album.
The US, Korea,
I just thought that without
Japan,
even,
and much of Europe. It's not an exaggeration to say that this album left a
Looking
permanent
at the
mark
album,
on
John.
the world, launching BTS into legendary status and becoming the best-selling artist in South Korean history. BTS had scheduled a Map of the Soul tour for April of that year, which would have undoubtedly outsold their record-breaking tour only a year prior. But unfortunately, the COVID pandemic caused the entire tour to be postponed, including the show at the Rose Bowl, which I was supposed to attend. But that didn't stop BTS.
Do that joint
They performed
virtual.
virtual concerts,
Yeah.
the Dear Class of 2020 graduation
Of course.
event, and released the Japanese version of their recent album with an original Japanese single, Stay Gold.
Hey, I like the little sparkles and all
To top
that.
it all off, this was
Emotion.
only June. At this point,
Positive
it was clear
vibes.
that BTS had already dominated their home turf.
It's like a
And they
fun,
had topped
joyful
the music
vibe.
charts all over the world. This time, their sight was set for the very top. Remember that scene in The Social Network where Mark and Sean talk about how they don't want $1 million, they want $1 billion? How they're not interested in catching 14
billion.
trout, but they'd rather catch an 800-pound marlin? Well, that's what they set their sights on, the marlin. the biggest music industry in the world, the United States. And at the top of that music industry, #1 on Billboard Hot 100. This small group from a company that virtually no one had heard about 8 years ago planned to take on Goliath himself and dominate the American industry.
Hey, out the mud!
And all they had to do was speak English.
Yeah.
August 21st. Enter Dynamite.
Hey, I hear this in the store.
Their first and
Hear this when I
only
go
English
shopping.
single so far. Simultaneously performed better
like
than
that. I like the
anyone
beat.
had expected, but at the same time is exactly what we as an audience had come to expect from
I
the legendary
didn't
boy
expect
band
it was him.
themselves.
You would think
And they
it's
did it. They reached
I wouldn't even expect it to be this group. You would think it would be what's this guy name? I forgot this guy name. Pop star. I forgot his name.
on the US Billboard Hot 100, the Global 200, and the Global Excluding US chart. And they made sure that if you hadn't heard of them before, you definitely have now.
Yeah,
That
'cause I didn't know they
already
made
the
that
biggest
song.
Flex. On October 2nd, they came out with Savage Love BTS Remix with Jason Derulo.
Oh, that's that TikTok trend.
Getting #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 again,
Bro,
less than 2 months.
the whole
after
time.
#1 with Dynamite.
I learned something
And
new. You learn something new every day, yo.
actually replaced themselves at #1, the first artist to do so ever. So what makes BTS so special? How did they achieve all this? K-pop is a genre that spans for at least 30 years, and there have been hundreds of boy groups and hundreds of girl groups. What did BTS do to rise above all of them and break through to markets never before seen? Historically, the boy band industry has been dominated by white English-speaking bands. And the fact that BTS has not only held their own, but blew any sign of competition out of the water on a global scale can be attributed to nothing less than their talent, hard work, and a bit of a 1 in a million miracle. They did it through their own blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak. Around the world, we see that
Awesome.
boy bands have pretty much fallen into obscurity, but BTS is thriving. And though I've stated this all before, it's worth saying again, in contrast to other bands who would sing about romantic relationships with girls and what some would call predictable bubblegum pop tunes, BTS is continuously pushing the envelope and changing their styles. According to an article by Vulture.com, they described this style as much less a successor of the Backstreet Boys and more of the successors of Michael Jackson, whose choreography and charisma were unprecedented.
MJ?
While there's a lot of love for the angelic vocals of BTS, rap has also played a very important part in creating their own style.
I like their
It's a
rappers. I like
contrast to a
Suge.
boy band where every member
I like
sings.
Sugar.
It's so refreshing when you're in the middle of a song and you hear RM's raw rapping skills.
I like
And
rap,
energy,
though.
where
I'm
Sugar's
on
soul
rap
went
anyway.
into every single line.
Hip-hop.
Interestingly enough, at the first glance,
me
it seems that the
personally.
success of BTS was miraculous, despite not being part of the Big Three. But it can also be argued that their success was because of their separation from the Big Three. Their label, Big Hit Entertainment, whose founder emphasizes artistic freedom more than anything else, allowed them to make their own sound. And going back to BTS Universe, it's not often that a K-pop group does something special with each of their songs and albums, utilizing strong storytelling that can go beyond simply the song itself, but rather interconnected with other songs and even other albums to create one large overarching story. And not only do they all have their own expertise in performance, but also each of them have had the experience of writing and producing their own music, and they're
Yeah,
not
'cause
afraid
they-
to let their
they
style
got
evolve
trained. They
over
had to learn
time.
how to
BTS
write.
during their debut is such a far cry from
Learned
Wings
that
era
early
BTS
on.
and current day BTS. They also chose to tackle more adult issues instead of simply love and girls. While they definitely didn't have a shortage of those, they also cover other very important issues such as mental health, regret, following your dreams, hard work, self-love, and many, many, many others. Add that to the fact that as fans, we can feel the authenticity of the members themselves.
Yeah,
They seem
because they
approachable. BTS
at least
seems
through their music, don't try to be like bigger than themselves or let the fame overtake it and just rap about or sing about what they got. They actually sing about stuff people in everyday life, famous or not, go through, and I like that. I like that.
like there's a place for every type of fan. And in this fast-paced world where things change at unthinkable speeds, BTS has stayed grounded and faithful to who they were and who they are. Those kids we saw on American Hustle Life, along with their dreams and passions, are the same men who stand before us today. And while some artists like to keep their personal lives private, BTS gives us a look at their personal lives through their vlogs, which allow us to become more connected to them than ever before. What is truly amazing is that, with the exception of just one single, they're doing this all while singing in their native tongue, Korean. Their music holds so much power that it literally breaks
staying
through
true
the
to
barriers.
themselves. I like that.
And no,
even though they branched off to English to reach out to more fans, which is cool, but it's the fact that they stay original and they still stay original, and that's most important for the mental health and everything they rap and sing about. So I like that. I like that.
Today, November 20th, they're releasing their 5th studio album, B. Their singles on the album,
But that's
Dynamite
already out. I'm
Life
late.
Goes On.
Well, the video
And
late.
chances are,
The video
life will
been
go
out
on
before
for
that,
BTS.
so
And chances are they'll continue to break even more records.
I know they
They've
will.
shown that they're capable of
They
dominating
inspirational,
music
guys. I'm
charts
still
across the
learning
world
about them.
and reaching across the
And
Pacific.
all you BTS Army people out there that's teaching me and showing me in the comments below, me and Keaton appreciate it, because it's my first time actually, like I said, coming across these people and learning about these individuals and their talents, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Ocean and conquering the music industry in the United States. What's next for them? Mars? In any case, they've only started in 2013, and BTS is as strong as it's ever been. As far as we know, they will only continue to light it up like a dynamite.
Hey,
Hard to describe.
I like that. But that Dynamite song, I'm about to look up right now, because I'm trying to tell you, I swear I didn't know they made that song. I'm about to search out Pop Stars real quick. Pop Stars. Famous pop stars. Male. What's this guy name? Bruno Mars. I swore Bruno Mars made Dynamite. And the whole time, BTS made it. That's a hit, bro. Like, when I go in the stores and I go shopping and I go to Gap or Baby Gap or, bro, I hear that song. And especially that TikTok trend. The whole time, bro. The whole time. Just show you how little I know. But I learned a lot. I hope you guys like this reaction from me and Baby Keaton. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if y'all want us to react to more trending BTS videos, just comment down below. All you BTS people, and give us a big thumbs up. Peace.